Hello everyone, it's Cheryl Millett, an educator on Auum Omegas, really just kind of tapping into what I would call the healthy fats world, where we're so very much familiar with the processed fats, the vegetable oil fats, the soybean, the canola, the sunflower, even olive oil, and so forth. But this is really a balanced omega-6 and omega-3. We need both of them. And you can look at other videos to have a little bit more insight on what that is. And I'll make some more videos as well. But today I wanted to answer the question, how do we take this sublingual oil? And it's very quite simple, because primarily is to know that sublingual means that we can absorb things directly in the sublingual glands that are part of the salivary glands in the mouth, under the tongue. What I do with the oil is I actually put a little hole, you can kind of see that there, toothpick, but sometimes I'll just use my pen to put that little hole in there. Once the hole is in there, it then acts as a squirt bottle. Now some will say, how do you measure it? Now you may want to measure it out on a spoon just to get a sense of what a half a teaspoon is, or a full teaspoon. I never put a full teaspoon in my mouth. Sometimes I do. But I try to go more for a half. So depending on the size of the hole, you're going to feel it out. But does it really matter if it's accurate? Really, it doesn't. I mean, if you eat an apple, a small apple, a big apple, are you cutting off part of the large apple to say that's enough apple? No. So we just take it. And when I'm thinking about taking the oil, is I just like to finish up a bottle within a certain amount of time, which means sometimes some days I've taken less, other days I'm taking more. And yeah, it's not needing to be an exact science per se. So let me just show you how this would work. So with a hole in there, all I'm going to do is I just hold it under the, up the bottle up to my mouth. This is just my personal bottle. So hold it there, I squirt in, and I take my lip and I'm brushing off the oil on the top, because it's very, and I'll wipe whatever else is there, very slippery on there. And it will come out of the lid when you put the lid back on in the oil, smaller molecules and water, and then you can get your bottle. But if you wipe it, there's less likely you're going to have any oil dripping down onto the bottle. So once that is put into my mouth, which I'm still doing it, I could talk like this, but I'm actually very practiced at it, is I'm holding it under the tongue while speaking right now. And once I've held it there long enough, I'm just going to stop now. I kind of swallow it back. I will put it around my gums. A lot of people are familiar with gum inflammation, and gum inflammation, well, you know, the dentist will call it gum inflammation, right? There's a name for it. I can't think of it right now. But inflammation is all in our body, and this can really help people's gum health, therefore mouth health. And it's very important because you want to keep your teeth as long as possible for chewing. But that's really all I wanted to do, is come on, make a short video today on how do you take the sublinguals. You put a hole in it, acts like a squirt bottle, put it under the tongue, hold it there for, well, 2 minutes is better than 1, even 5 minutes is better than 2. Some I've heard hold it for 20 minutes. You're going to get more oil. You don't want to take too much oil. You want to take just like a half a teaspoon. If you take too much oil, at times you only have so many sublingual glands there. So what's the purpose? You're going to end up swallowing more of it. People have gotten results as early as by taking the sublingual within a minute. Others, like myself, have felt it within a day, others a few days, and so forth. It depends on how you're aware, depends on other factors as well. But the most effective way to take not only the Auum oil, but just about everything else, it works that much more effectively. But when it comes down to mammalian oil or omega balance, omega-6 to omega-3, this is how you can take this oil, because it is raw. And it is more effective. I'm going to wish you a good day. It's Cheryl Millett for your better health. and this is on taking how to take the Auum Omega 3 sublingual oil. Take care.